Okay, we're here with Stephan Verdier, drifter extraordinaire. Now you're the rallycross guy.
Yes.
Well, let's get right to it. Why rallycross? Why decide to get into rallycross?
Well, actually, I came from rally. That was my first. Actually, I started in open wheel, but translated to moved to rally,
Hmm.
and raced rally in America for like I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. Then that's where I met Tanner Faust and Reese Millen, and they're the one who actually brought me to drifting,
Hmm.
and went to drifting with these guys. And so when rallycross came in the US, it was kind of a natural fit for me. I'm always been a rally guy, so the rallycross was exactly the place I wanted to be, and I was running a Subaru in drifting, so it was kind of the car was getting to a point where it was not competitive anymore in drifting,
Hmm.
but it was perfect for rallycross. So that's why the kind of everything came together to go rallycross.
Okay, to go from drifting back into rally, do you have to? Is it like you just hop in the car and go, or did you have to make some adjustments
Well,
to yourself?
yes. Are you talking about the car, or are you talking about me personally?
You personally, the driver.
Me personally, yeah, no, there's definitely. Drifting is you want to keep the car as sideways as you can,
Hmm.
so you don't care about if it's slow. You just got to look super cool.
Hmm.
When rallycross, you want anything else, actually any other motorsports, you want to keep the car the least amount sideways, because as soon
Right.
as you sideways, you slow.
Right.
So as a driver, you have to change that switch and concentrate on not going too sideways, because by doing a lot of drifting, you are almost more comfortable sideways than
Hmm.
gripping. And so that's the biggest thing for a driver, is to be able to switch those two things. But after, it just takes you like what, 2 or 3 turns and realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm too sideways. Just calm down and try to be fast.
Well, you got with the program really quick because you did finish in the podium. Were you happy? Were you happy with your performance that weekend?
No, absolutely. It's especially. I'm a privateer a team, so anytime you can fight against any factory
Hmm.
and be able to be on the same pace as them, it's definitely a big accomplishment. No, our program was finished really late, so everything was like most of the other guys too. But when we came to the track, we had no idea how fast we were going to be. I knew the car was going to have power, that I wasn't worried about it, but I didn't know chassis wise are we going to be against the Ford. And we started way behind at the beginning of the weekend, but by the end we were really close to them. So and we still have a lot of issue with the car that we fixed some of them for the next race. So it's definitely, the car's got a lot of potential, which is really encouraging against those big European team who has like 15 years of experience in rallycross, and us who have like what, 6 months.
Okay, the car itself, adjusting it from drifting and making it go for rallycross, or even just from rally. What kind of adjustments? How do you set up the car different for rallycross as opposed to, let's say, rally?
Right. Well, if you go, let's go from rallycross to rally first, like you asked. Rally, especially in the US, we 99.9% our stages are gravel.
Hmm.
So the car is always pretty high on ride height, and it's got really soft suspensions. When you go to rallycross, it's almost, you want to kind of set up the car toward tarmac, which is like super smooth. So the car gets much lower on the ride height, stiffer springs, but you still want to keep some of that, what do you call it, travel from the suspension, because of the big jump we have in rallycross. So the big difference is you go stiffer on the springs, and you have tendency to set up the car for rallycross toward tarmac more than
Hmm.
gravel, when it's the other way around for the rally.
So it's basically set up for tarmac and hold down on the dirt, right?
Exactly, yeah, it's pretty much it. Because that, you don't make a lot of time on dirt, but you
Hmm.
can lose a lot of time on tarmac.
Right. Well, do you think that might have been more advantageous for somebody like you who spent with drifting? You spent so much time on tarmac now that some of the rally guys maybe just didn't have it, the right techniques on the tarmac.
No, I don't think so. Because at that level, everybody's pretty much the same driver. I think the drifting helped me is I'm really used to use the e-brake.
Hmm.
And if you watch, people watch my inboard camera, every corner pretty much, I'm initiating the corner with the e-brake, which may be something from rally. The only time they use the e-brake is for airpins.
Hmm.
So any other turns, they kind of do a weight transfer for the car. When me, as soon as the car's got a little bit of understeer, I
Hmm.
use the e-brake to correct it. And I think that thought I got that trick from drifting. When you're always on e-brake, you spend more time on e-brake than anything else. So I think that's what the big thing. Tarmac, I mean, all these guys, I mean, especially when you have Gronholm or Tanner, they did so much stuff on tarmac. They know how to work on tarmac. I mean, tarmac is pretty simple to figure it out.
Hey, we have another rallycross
Next week.
Yeah, next week, next weekend. Are you ready?
I'm a little bit, put it this way, I'm not 100% ready, but I'm definitely more ready than I was for the last one. Unfortunately, like between Irwindale and Seattle, there's only like what, I think 3 weeks.
Right.
And so it didn't give us a lot of time to make changes, the big changes we want on the car. So we just fixed the problems, some of the problems we had at Irwindale to try to make the car faster, and hopefully the car should be faster.
I don't know, have you seen the track you'll be racing up in Seattle? Is it different from Irwindale?
Yeah, I've seen picture of it or drawing. They sent us some picture, and it looks like a pretty cool track. The only question I have, and I don't think I don't know if they have answered that question yet. It looks like on drawing, the jump will be part of the main track, and when I won the jump was the Joker. So it looks like at Seattle, the jump, we're gonna have to do the jump every time, and it just so it looks like they switched it. I mean, on the map, that's the way it looks. I don't know if that's the way it's gonna be. I hope not, but I mean, they might be. That looks like on the map, that's the way it's gonna be. So, but no, Seattle should be pretty cool because we even drive through a warehouse. We have to go through a warehouse, so it's kind of like a gymkhana effect.
Oh, okay.
So there's concrete, there's tarmac, and gravel, and the gravel is really big little rocks. So the gravel is going to be super slippery, and we go to a tarmac was pretty grippy, and a concrete was going to be slippery too. So there's that 3 different kind of surfaces.
Well, looks like an event I'm not going to miss. I'm going to be watching that. Stephan, thank you very much.
No problem.
Pleasure talking to you. Watch you out there in Seattle, and I'll be rooting for you.
Well, thank you for having me on, and hope to see you another time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.